Hello, good afternoon. Today we are going to talk about the food web. A food chain is the linear representation of the flow of energy and nutrients between organisms in an ecosystem. It describes how some living beings feed on others, establishing relationships of predation, consumption, and energy transfer. This includes producers, primary, secondary, tertiary consumers, and finally decomposers. Below we are going to explain more about this food chain and each of its levels, from producers to decomposers.
Producers in ecosystem. Producers are the foundation of life on Earth. These incredible organisms, like plants, trees, and algae, create their own food through photosynthesis. Using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, they produce glucose, which serves as energy for themselves and every other organism in the ecosystem. Take trees for example. Oaks provide food for squirrels, birds, and even humans through their own acorns. In the oceans, tiny phytoplankton not only feed marine life but also produce most of the oxygen we breathe. But producers do more than just feed others. They regulate carbon dioxide levels, produce oxygen, and even stabilize soil to prevent erosion. Imagine mangroves. These coastal trees not only photosynthesize but also provide food for fish and crustaceans. Without producers, life as we know it wouldn't exist. That truly are the backbone of every ecosystem powering life from the ground up. Primary consumers in ecosystem. Primary consumers are the herbivores of the world, directly feeding on plants, algae, or other producers. They are the crucial link between the energy trade by producers and the rest of the food web. In grasslands, animals like zebras graze on grasses, shaping the ecosystems and keeping plant dry. Balance. In forests, deer nibble on shrubs and leaves, while caterpillars munch away at the plant foliage. In the ocean, tiny zooplankton feeds on phytoplankton, providing energy for fish, whales, and other marine life. Larger herbivores like green sea turtles graze on sea grasses, maintaining healthy underwater ecosystems. Primary consumers don't just transfer energy, they also spread seeds, pollinate plants, and prevent overgrowth. From bees collecting nectar to monkeys eating fruit, they keep ecosystem thriving. So next time you see a crazy animal or a busy bee, remember, they are essential to balance of the life on Earth.
Secondary consumers. Secondary consumers are those carnivorous organisms that feed mainly on primary consumers, herbivores. They act as a crucial bridge in the food web by connecting lower or higher levels. Their presence regulates the species and consumes and help prevent ecological problems such as overpopulation and habitat collapse. Tertiary consumers. Tertiary consumers are predators at the top of the food chain. They feed on the secondary consumers and occasionally on the other tertiary consumers. Their main function is to maintain the balance of population in the ecosystems, acting as a natural regulator of the trophic dynamic. General importance of the secondary and tertiary consumer. Population regulation. Without predators, population of herbivores and smaller carnivores can grow out of the control, negatively affecting vegetation and other levels of the food web. Biological diversity. By reducing excessive competition between prey species, they promote coexistence and biodiversity. Trophic cascades. Alpha influence at the layer of the ecosystem. For example, the reintroduction of wolves in the Yellowstone revitalized rivers and forests by controlling their nutrient recycling. Predators remove weaker and sicker individuals, accelerating the composition and recycling of the nutrients back into the soil or water.
What are decomposers? Decomposers are organisms, primarily bacteria and fungi, that play a crucial role in breaking down dead organic matter. They feed on substances like decaying leaves, fallen trees, and animal carcasses, converting them into simpler compounds. This process releases essential nutrients and minerals back into the environment, making them available for uptake by plants and other organisms. Example of decomposers. Bacteria. As the most abundant decomposers, bacteria play a vital role in breaking down a wide variety of organic material in diverse environments. Fungi. Fungi specialize in decomposing toxic materials such as wood and plant litter, releasing essential nutrients back into the ecosystem. Earthworms. By consuming organic matter and creating burrows, earthworms improve soil structure and aeration, enhancing nutrient cycling. While bacteria and fungi are the primary decomposers, it's important to note that a diverse range of organisms contribute to the essential ecological role. This includes certain insects like beetle larvae, specific crustaceans, and even some smaller vertebrates.
Today we have learned how producers, consumers, and decomposers interact in tropical food webs, and how human activities can upset this delicate balance. Protecting these networks is not only taking care of nature, but also guaranteeing our own well-being, since we depend on these ecosystems for air, water, and food. Thank you very much for watching our video, and until next time.